People don't talk about it, but Taylor Swift is the first woman in history who's won the Album of the Year twice. And after winning the award, she gave us the most powerful speech ever.
And as the first woman to win Album of the Year at the Grammys twice, I want to say to all the young women out there, there are going to be people along the way who will try to undercut your success or take credit for your accomplishments or your fame. But if you just focus on the work and you don't let those people sidetrack you, someday when you get where you're going, you'll look around and you will know that it was you and the people who love you who put you there. And that will be the greatest feeling in the world. Thank you for this moment.
She was just a small-town girl with a guitar. No power, no control, no shortcuts. The industry doubted her. Critics tried to break her. But today, she owns the charts, the stages, and even her own music. This is not just the story of Taylor Swift. This is the story of how one girl became a global legend. Taylor Swift is not just a singer. She is an era, a voice that millions grew up with, a name that changed how the music industry works. But her success wasn't instant. It was built with patience, pain, and fearless belief. This journey begins with a teenage girl and a dream no one took seriously.
That is present on this record, even though it's about my life. Sometimes you cosplay like this is a love song through the lens of Elizabeth Taylor's life. Like, there's different motifs that I think we're trying out on this record that are sort of a culmination of me practicing and working up to the point where I could make this kind of.
Taylor Swift was born in Pennsylvania. As a child, she didn't just listen to music, she wrote it. At just 13 years old, she learned guitar and began turning her emotions into lyrics. While others saw a hobby, Taylor saw her future. At 14, her family moved to Nashville, the heart of country music, to give her dream a chance. The industry told her she was too young, too emotional, not marketable. But Taylor kept writing. In 2006, Taylor released her debut album, Taylor Swift. The songs were simple, honest, real. Then came Fearless, and suddenly the world was listening. She sang about love, heartbreak, hope, and growing up, and millions of people felt understood. Taylor wasn't chasing trends. She was telling stories. And that's what made her different.
I've always wanted to own my own music. You probably don't know this, but most of your favorite artists do not own their work. I made it very clear that I wanted to be able to buy my music. That opportunity was not given to me. My first 6 albums were actually sold away from me, and it was sold to somebody else. And so how did you find out? I found out when it was online, like when it hit the news.
You didn't smell it.
And so I just figured I was the one who made this music first. I can just make it again. So that's what we're doing.
Most artists stay safe. Taylor took a risk. She left country music behind and stepped into pop. In 2014, she released 1989. The result? Global domination. New sound, new image, new confidence. This wasn't just a genre change, it was a bold reinvention. Taylor Swift became a worldwide pop icon. With massive fame came massive hate. The media turned against her. Social media judged her. Her name was dragged through controversy. Taylor disappeared from the spotlight. But she didn't quit. She returned with reputation. Darker, stronger, fearless. She turned criticism into power and silence into strategy. Then came the moment that changed music history. Taylor lost ownership of her original albums. Instead of giving up, she did the unthinkable. She re-recorded her music, Taylor's version. This wasn't just about songs. It was about ownership, respect, and control. Artists around the world watched. The industry was forced to listen. Then came the Eras Tour. Not just a concert, a cultural moment. Sold-out stadiums, record-breaking numbers, a billion-dollar tour. Fans from every generation came together. Taylor Swift wasn't just performing her music, she was celebrating her entire journey. Taylor Swift's story teaches us something powerful. You can be underestimated. You can be criticized. You can be broken. But if you believe in your voice and fight for your story, you can change the world. She didn't just become a star, she became history.